up. Get closer to your speakers. It's time for the radio show. Move the crowd.
All right, y'all. We are inside the Move the Crowd right about now. What we do each and every week around this time is bring an artist or somebody, an individual doing their thing off stage and bring them backstage to get to know them up close and personal. And joining us is somebody, she has been doing her thing in these LA streets for the longest. You hear her every day if you hear her on afternoon drive coming home, on your way home on 93.5 K-Day here in Los Angeles. We got Cece Valencia, a.k.a. Cece the Mamacita in the building. Cece. How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you doing?
Oh, we're doing outstanding. Now, first of all, you one of the few people I can start off asking this question with, and that's, what did you do last Friday was National Radio Day? And I don't get many radio people on here. So how did you celebrate National Radio Day?
Oh, I celebrated it by being on the radio. What's the best way to celebrate it? By being on the radio, speaking to millions of people. So, yeah, working. That's what we do. You know what it is. We don't get a break. We keep working. We keep thugging it out. And it was a dope time to celebrate us.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And last Friday was National Radio Day. I brought that up last week, and I actually did the same thing. I was right here.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's radio.
What we do.
We don't get days off, but you know what? We're so blessed to do what we love, right?
Exactly.
Such a blessing. Absolutely.
Exactly. And how long have you been doing radio? I've always wanted to ask you that. Every time I see you, I never ask you, but how long have you been doing radio? For us,
20 years. I've been doing radio for 20 years.
20
yes.
years. Okay.
Yes, 20 years, but I love it. It went by so fast. I'm telling you right now, I remember just like yesterday when I first got into radio, but I have been blessed to do radio from, the IE to Las Vegas to out here to Los Angeles, just being able to do radio in my own backyard is amazing. So 20 years of interviewing different artists, and actually, I think when I think of radio, what I think of the 20 years is really just being out in the community and meeting different people.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you've interviewed so many people. I've listened to you throughout the years, and you've interviewed so many people. Anybody stick out? Give me like two people who really stick out who you've interviewed.
Ooh, I gotta say, Snoop and Ice Cube, Daz. Oh, I love interviewing Daz from Dog Pound. But Snoop definitely stands out, and obviously Ice Cube when they did Mount Rushmore. That was super dope.
Oh, that was dope right there. That was definitely a dope record. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But definitely, I know when I interviewed Snoop, I enjoyed him as well. So I get it.
Yeah, it's just dope because you know what it is also too, I gotta say Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's such a great, every time I get to interview him and speak with him. But I think what's amazing is that you grow up listening to them and we're fans first, we're music lovers first. And then you get to meet them and build relationships and they become your friends. And you're like, oh my God, I'm cool with the person that I grew up bumping. You know what I'm saying? When I was, cruising down Whittier Boulevard, cruising down Crenshaw, going party in the clubs. And now these are people that I actually sit in front of. So it is such a big blessing and I don't take it for granted at all.
Yeah, definitely. I don't take this for granted either, and I enjoy every moment of this journey that I'm on as well. So now you talked to a lot of artists, and one artist that you did speak to throughout the years is Redman, and I'm sure you've had a lot of sit downs with him throughout the years. Now,
Redman's cool. We're gonna actually have him at Crush Groove.
Oh, good. Yes. That's what's up. Now,
yes.
Now I heard Redman on another podcast, and one thing that we talked about last week on the show was older rappers are still rapping, and it's not just a young man's game as far as his hip-hop game is concerned. Now, here's Redman. I had a chance to listen to him, and I took some of this audio. I want you to hear it, and I want you to respond on why older rappers should continue to be in the hip-hop game. Here's what Redman said.
It is a young artist game, don't get me wrong. But then again, why we got to be the only music genre that put an age limit on it? Rock bands don't do it. I still see the Earth, Wind, and Fire still doing songs, and that is my motivation. So I am still supply on demand on them audience, on that audience, on my cult, on Red and Meth cult. So I use that mentally, and I'm like, I'm a always job. I am always going to be able to perform somewhere, whether the crowd start getting smaller, whether I'm performing in a bar, I'ma still have a job.
And that's what Redman had to say right there. So, Cece, you guys at K-Day, you guys are a home for older artists and they're still doing their thing. Tell everybody out there why older artists should continue to make music and don't just be on the sidelines or be in the retirement homes or anything like that. Tell them, let them know, Cece.
What I love about, and I say older artists, or I love to call them legacy artists, because that's what they are. They're all legends. These legacy artists, if you notice, like, I do love some new music. However, they don't have the catalog. The catalogs are missing now.
Right.
That's why you can get, a Snoop can still tour. You can still get, a 50 Cent, an Ice Cube. They've got catalogs. A Fabulous. They got catalogs. So I love the fact that music also, it comes full circle. If you notice too, a lot of the oldies concerts, when you see when you had seen like the Britton Woods and the Barbara Masons and the Earth, Winds and Fire, if you notice, a lot of the audience is getting younger. It's getting younger now. And it's a beautiful thing. I've seen it. I went to go see last year Bretton Wood and Barbara Mason. I went to an oldies concert, and you will not believe this, but I walked out amazed. I was like, oh my God. I told Guap, I said, babe, did you notice that a lot of these people are like 22, 23 years old? This is crazy, but it comes full circle, and they listen to what their parents listen to. We listen to what our parents listen to, and so I love the fact that our older artists, our legacy artists, are still working and still creating good music. And I love the fact that it's timeless, it's classic, and we still need them. It's that feel-good music. When you're hearing them, you know exactly where you were when you first heard that song. You knew exactly what you felt the first time you heard that song. So it's so important for our legacy artists to continue to tour, to continue to make music. And if you notice, if you're seeing everything from Netflix to commercials, a lot of the 90s is popping up right now.
It sure is.
It is. You see it. You see it in the commercials. You see it at the malls. When you're going to the malls, the whole swag, it's full circle. So I think it's very important. And when it comes to K-Day, we've got a lot of legacy artists here. We never hurt for anything as far as listeners are concerned. Our concerts sell out. Our listeners are young. It's so crazy. I got a girl that came up to me and knew every single word to all of our music, and she was like 14 years old.
Yeah,
easy. But loves the music and loves the culture. So it's very important, and it's so encouraging to see that they're still enjoying life. They're still working. It's a blessing. When you can go on stage and make money doing what you love, that you're blessed. It's a success. And I tell everybody that no matter what you do, if you can pay your bills and live comfortably doing what you love, you're successful.
Definitely, for sure. We got Cece Valencia in the building. Cece, the Mamacita. You may see her on 93.5 K-Day, or here on 93.5 K-Day.
Yes.
On your drive home every evening from 3 to 7, right?
Yes, indeed.
3 to 7. She's in the building right now. If you want to holler at her, keyword DA Radio Show on all social media platforms. Now, Cece, what you just said there also was that younger artists know all the legacy artists' words. And I know I work with a lot of kids, and they have me, instead of turning to, Real and those, and shout out to all them, they have me turn to K-Day. Because they love, the legacy artists and the music that you all play on that station. So, with that said, how do you feel about West Coast hip hop, where we stand right now in the West? How do you feel about the younger folks? I love West Coast hip hop. I love the West. I love our culture. I love our swag. I love how we are so proud of West Coast music. I mean, we got everybody from Dre to Snoop to Kendrick. Like, where can we go wrong? You know what I'm saying? We've got the East Siders. We got DPG. I mean, it's just amazing. So I love West Coast. I love the G-Funk sound. Shout out to Warren G. I love the G-Funk sound, and I love our culture of, just that G-Funk, the low riders. You know what I mean? That West Coast vibe. I mean, I embrace it, and to me, maybe I'm gonna be a little biased because I'm from the West Coast, but I think the West Coast is the best coast, and that's just what it is. That's what it is right there. Now, last time I saw you was at the 1500 to nothing event that they had, their celebration for the 20 years of being in the game. So you coming out and supporting the West Coast event like that, Your thoughts on it?
Beautiful. I think that was such a beautiful event. Shout out to Rand. Shout out to everybody from 1500 and nothing. Shout out to Mayor Butts, the mayor of Inglewood. He backed that whole event up. And I just think that it's beautiful to see that LA is very special. Like, one thing about us is we really do ride together, and LA came out and LA showed out, and we supported. And it's not stopping there. We're continuously doing events throughout the year to help out the victims. Like, and I always tell people, we all we got, and we showed it. We are all we got. So I thought that was a beautiful event. I saw a lot of people from, radio stations, from blog sites, influencers. Everybody showed up to support. So I love that. And actually, we did another event yesterday with John B in Pasadena.
Yes.
Where we did a donation pickup. And I mean, that was beautiful as well. We had free food, free produce. We had clothes, we had shoes, we gave them free massages, haircuts, hairstyles. I mean, it was amazing to see all the volunteers come out and really show the victims of the Eden fires that we got you. We got you. We love you. We're here. We hear you. So, I mean, I think it's amazing. And I love the fact that everybody's coming together, and we've stepped up. Like, shout out to Snoopy's Clothing, because Snoop Dogg and his whole entire team have really stood behind us, and we were able to grab supplies from Snoopy's Clothing, take them down to Pasadena at one point for the game because he needed more supplies. I mean, that's just what it is. It's a network of people helping each other.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. Now, definitely. So you guys did the event yesterday. I didn't know about that event you guys did yesterday.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was really big. John B gave some words of encouragement. He got a little choked up because he is from Pasadena. So it meant something real to him, and he really wanted to be there. So he showed up for the community, and they were just in awe that he was there, and they were in awe that we showed up for them. I met a young man, his whole house burned down. Now, I have keychains for my show, and I gave him a keychain. He says, Cece, I don't have keys to put this on right now because my house burned down, but I got a new apartment, and I will have keys in a couple weeks for this. And I said, that's right. God is good.
That's what's up, man. I'm with that. That deserves some hand claps right there, for sure.
It's just the positivity that they show. We had another lady where we had shout out to Brittany Shears. She's a hairstylist. She came out with her entire team, and they gave free haircuts. And the lady said that her house burned down. She had no desire, no strength to go to the hair salon and get her hair done. But her friend took her yesterday, and she got her hair done, and she got her hair styled. And she's like, for the first time, I feel like myself in a long time. And that's what these events are all about.
Yeah, do you guys got any other events coming up like that? Any more coming up soon?
We're doing them throughout the year. I do have a back to school drive. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram at I am Cece Valencia, I have a back to school drive that I'm putting together in Inglewood, and also to a trunk or treat. And what's so special about our trunk or treat is that it's in Inglewood at the Shops at Hollywood Park, but we make it very inclusive. We have a sensory hour for autistic children, and then we have a sensory corner for them. And then as we're doing the live broadcast, we have somebody there to do sign language. We want everybody to feel included when we do this trunk or treat. And I did it because I wanted to create a safe space for our children to go and have fun, to dress up, and to know that they're well taken care of. So I have 2 of those events, and I have my carne asada that I do every year. So please follow me because I am putting them together as we speak. But this is going to be my 3rd year on my carne asada, and this is actually my 2nd year for my trunk or treat.
Now, trunk or treat, that means you're giving stuff out of the trunk of your car. Is that what the trunk aspect is?
Yeah, so we have like 50 lowriders that come in. We get 50 lowriders. They decorate their trunks. They bring the candy, and we have food for the kids. We have like game stations. We have a coloring area. It's so cool, and they have so much fun, and we give away tickets. We have contests, so it's something that I am striving to make. My goal is to make it LA's biggest trunk or treat. I just want to create a safe space for our children.
Okay, definitely. And the next one, when is the next one for that coming up?
It's in October.
October.
So October 30th is the date for our trunk or treat. So make sure you guys save the date and follow me. And then I'm still solidifying the date for the back to school. But what we did last year is I'm going to do it this year in Inglewood. Last year we did it in Long Beach.
Okay.
We had collected over 3,000 backpacks. We collected over 10,000 socks. We stuffed them and we didn't care. I don't care if you came in. I don't limit one per family. If you have 6 kids, all 6 kids are getting a backpack. If you have 8 kids, all 8 kids are getting a backpack. And we collected so much that everybody was able to walk away with something. So we work really hard all year long for the community. And that's just something that my show has always been about. And I've always been about in the last 20 years.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, so it's why supplies last. So if
Yes.
if like she said, you got 6 kids, all of you getting a backpack.
Yes. You have to understand, for somebody to stand in line and to ask for help, they need it. Not everybody wants to stand in line, and it's so hard to ask for help sometimes. So that's why I always say, whatever they ask for, give it to them, because they had to stand in line. It must have took them a lot to come and stand in line for a couple hours. Our back to school started at 10 a.m. We had people lining up at 6 a.m.
Wow! So you get a good 4 hour in between the beginning and of it, and just coming early enough so they can get their products before everybody else takes them and supplies are out.
Right. But we had so much. It was so amazing. We had enough for everybody, and we did free haircuts for the kids to get them ready for school. And not only did we have free haircuts for the children, but we also gave their mother and their fathers haircuts as well too, so the parents could feel good about themselves. So we included everybody, and this is something we just do throughout the year. And I mean, as far as like music is concerned, when it comes to K-Day, it's music and it's community. That's what it is. It's a culture.
It's a culture, definitely. It's a culture. Now, what else do you have going on? I know you do so much besides that. What else do you do? What else is happening with you right now?
Well, you know what? Right now, I'm doing a lot of different hosting events. I am going to be hosting a cruise, and that's going to be huge. With the Commodores, we've got Lighter Shade of Brown, Warren G. So I'm hosting a cruise, but I host throughout the year. So if you guys follow me, I'm doing something this upcoming weekend with Virgin Records. I always try to stay tapped in with the community. So I've got a lot of different gigs. I'm already booking for December of this year. It's crazy.
Wow.
But like I said, it's good to be busy. It's good to be booked. And I just try to stay busy. Everybody, there's so many events in Los Angeles. I love it. I really do. But yeah, those are my 2 big events that I'm doing this year that I'm concentrating on. However, I've got the concerts still. I'm still hosting concerts. Crush Groove's happening April 19th at the Kia Forum. And the game, that is the 20-year anniversary. This year's the 20-year anniversary of the documentary.
Oh, it is?
So yeah. So we're going to have the game headlining. So it's going to be a good look. So just planning, it takes a lot, but it does take a team. And shout out to my team here at K-Day, Deasia and Vital. And we've got Valerie and Chloe. I have a team. And what's so crazy is that even though this is a station that has throwbacks, I keep my team young so I can make sure I know what's going on out there in the world.
Yeah. I try to do it as well. Keep the people around me young, so I can keep abreast of what's going on too. Because you don't want to be the old fogey that don't know what's going on and be stuck in your ways.
They put me on so much game. They put me on game. I love it.
I love it too how they do that as well. Because I don't know what's going on. And in fact, I wish I would have known. I would have had the hip challenge. I would have had you play the hip game with us tonight. That's what I do. Is I ask everybody who comes on here about. I give you terms that the young people are using and see if you're hip or not.
Okay, let me give you a term.
Oh, give me one. Let me see if I'm hip. Go ahead.
Have you been to the afters?
No. What is the afters?
My team is laughing at me. They're here.
The afters.
You haven't? Okay, so I learned that the afters is basically what we call our after party. Hey, let's go to the after party. But now they don't say after party anymore. They say the afters.
Oh, that's what they call it, the afters?
The afters, yeah. There's no more after party. Don't say that no more. That's not the cool slang. It's the afters now.
It's the afters. Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I learned that 3 weeks ago. I feel cool now.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, let me give you one then.
Okay.
What is crushing?
Like when you killing it?
No, crushing is when you like it on somebody. You know, who are you crushing on? That's what they're using too. Yeah, you crushing on them.
Okay, you know me, I'm old school. You crushing it right now. You killing it.
Oh, I know. That was one I learned too. I didn't know they was using that now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm crushing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm crushing on Guap. By the way, my fiance said to say hi to you.
Oh, I said what? I said what's up, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but we're not gonna hold you much longer. I'm gonna let you go, and I want to thank you for joining us, and I also want to thank you being available every time I see you for an interview as well. I really appreciate that as well.
Thank you so much. It's always love when I see you, and I love seeing you out. And man, much success to you too. Much love to you because you are always out, doing your thing. I see you everywhere, and I'm like, man, this guy just stays booked, busy, and blessed.
No, I know. I'm following you. That's all I'm doing.
That's what we do. Come on, we family.
Definitely, for sure, man. Radio people in the building here tonight. We making it happen. You can always catch Cece on the ride home on 93.5 K-Day. Make sure you catch her from 3 to 7, Monday through Friday on your way home. And hey, say what's up in the street. She's always out there.
I'm always out there. Say what's up. Make sure you guys follow me at IMCC Valencia. But thank you so much for everything you do. And thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
No problem. Thank you. And we need to do this again. All right?
Yes, we will. Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
All right. Take care. Thanks for joining me.
You too.